My name is Trevor Sherman, and I am the men's and women's volleyball coach at Briarcliff University.
What are your main responsibilities?
To oversee and train approximately 50 athletes, about 30 of them being college-age women and about 20 of them being college-age men.
Okay, what's a typical day or week look like for you?
A typical day would be in the office at around 8:30, office work all the way through the day until practice time at about 3:30 or 4:30 in the afternoon. The day consists of recruiting, budgets, emails, scheduling for both the men's and women's team. And then typically this time of year, women are in their off season, so we have off season training for a couple of hours a day. Men are in their season, so they are also practicing a couple hours a day.
Okay. What do you like most about your job?
I would say the everyday challenges. It's very, very rewarding to see young men and women succeed at something they're doing both in the gym and in the classroom. It's very rewarding to see them put 4 years of hard work in the gym and classroom, and then to graduate successfully and move on in their lives.
Okay, what do you like least about your job?
Paperwork.
That was quick. Here's a good one. How does your job affect your general lifestyle, aside from never seeing your fiance?
I would say the job requires a lot of time after hours, after the normal or typical work day, because again, you're running a program throughout the day during business hours, but then your practice times are after classes. So I'll be in the gym from 3:30 all the way to 9 o'clock at night sometimes when both teams are practicing. And then the travel schedule for the men is pretty grueling. At this point in time, there aren't a lot of men's volleyball teams in the near vicinity, so we do a lot of traveling to St. Louis and Kansas City, and that means weekends away from my family.
Okay. What kinds of problems do you have to deal with in your position?
Oh boy, I don't know. Typical collegiate athlete problems, anywhere from truancy, not going to classes, keeping grades up, staying eligible, dealing with situations where young men or women don't make the best decisions that they could have made, and having to deal with the fallout in that. And then I would say just trying to convince people to come to Iowa to play volleyball for me.
Let's see. What kind of training did you have to help prepare you for your career?
I don't know. I can't put one thing on it. I mean, I was always around volleyball. It was a love of my life. I played it myself collegiately, and then afterwards. So it was just a natural progression for me. I've been around a lot of very, very gifted and talented coaches, and I just tried to take little bits and pieces from each and every one of them and fit it into my coaching style, and that's really it. It's kind of training on the job training, if you will.
Okay, that's all I got.